A Scientology double murder.
I think that my son might have attacked my wife.
Hello, I'm Anna Corrin. Tonight we reveal it's happened before and how the Church of the Stars is putting many lives at risk. A man and his daughter are dead. The accused murderer, another daughter, believed to have come off medication for her mental illness because the parents are Scientologists, which doesn't believe in that kind of medication because psychiatrists poison people. Brian Seymour reveals it's happened before. Another child, another stabbing, again blamed on Scientology.
I think that my son might have attacked my wife.
28-year-old Jeremy Perkins is accused of killing his own mother, 54-year-old Eli Perkins, in her bedroom.
Ripped from our own headlines. The violent stabbing deaths of a father and his daughter in Sydney. The stabbing attack on the mother. Then the arrest of their eldest daughter. And right in the middle of it all, the Church of Scientology.
He stabbed his mom approximately 77 times. He suffered from the most serious mental disease of paranoid schizophrenia.
Sometimes it looks like she was like evil, like the devil or something.
New York woman Eli Perkins was stabbed to death by her son Jeremy in 2003. Like the parents of the Sydney woman accused of stabbing her family here, they too were Scientologists. They too believed that psychiatry is evil.
Eli never took Jeremy to a psychiatrist, as far as I'm aware. It's against the teaching of their faith.
We can't control people's lives. We can't tell them what to do. We didn't tell this family to do anything. We gave no advice. We weren't even informed of the situation.
Virginia Stewart from the Church of Scientology Sydney headquarters claims this tragedy is entirely the fault of psychiatry.
She was under psychiatric care. She was on antipsychotic drugs at the time of the tragedy, and I think that why aren't the people speaking to the psychiatrist who was looking after her?
The family is listed on the internet as Scientology supporters. Virginia told us they did buy some books and attend some courses. Yet, as it did with the Perkins family in New York, the church is distancing itself from the whole thing.
There's just an inference that just isn't true. So we violently object to that.
Violent is right. Anyone who criticises Scientology is fair game, as BBC Panorama reporter John Sweeney discovered.
You did not have Oregon! Bring all the HMU!
Psychiatry is a pseudoscience. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do.
This is what Tom Cruise is talking about. A Scientology DVD in which it's claimed that modern psychiatry was developed in Nazi concentration camps and that it's responsible for just about everything wrong in the world, even the 9/11 attacks.
Like, you mean we're saying there's not anything such as mental illness? We don't say that.
In fact, that's exactly what Scientologists say.
Since there's no such thing as mental illness, there's no such thing as a medicine for mental illness.
CCHR documents psychiatry's invasive and destructive practices and publishes its findings.
Psychiatry is very much at the heart of good clinical care for people with mental illness.
Chairman of the Royal College of Psychiatrists, Adrian Keller, says if Scientology hadn't interrupted the woman's treatment, her father and sister might be alive today.
If you stop the medication abruptly or suddenly, the effects of not having the medication can appear very quickly over a matter of days.
Here's what the Australian Church of Scientology regards as a good example of how to treat mental illness.
When you sweat, you are sweating nutrition out of the body, so part of the program is to just resupply the body with anything nutrition-wise that's being sweated out of the body.
None of this should surprise. Scientologists believe an alien altered our DNA millions of years ago, that they can control space, time, energy and matter. Drugs are banned, drinking and gambling are wrong, and being very silent at a birth is crucial.
The sad truth is Ali would have done anything for him. Al would have died for him, and she did.
Today in New York, Jeremy Perkins is living in a mental hospital. He stops short of blaming the Church of Scientology for him killing his mother, but he says,
I felt that I might have been pushed too much into it.
By who?
My parents.
How did they push you?
Because anytime there was a problem, they say, we can handle it in Scientology.
As for the Sydney woman accused of killing her father and sister and stabbing her mother, our courts will decide if their faith proved fatal.